Welcome back. My name is Stevo 32, former drummer of Sum 41, current drummer in my basement. Current drummer with a cold in my basement. I don't know what what it is, but there's something going on. Anyway, still gonna do a video this week. Today, I thought we would go over a popular request, Sum 41's legendary performance at the 2001 MTV 20th Anniversary Show, featuring Tommy Lee and, of course, Rob Halford. Now, a lot of people have asked me about this one, so I thought, let's talk about it today. I probably won't play the drums because I can hardly breathe, but I'll still tell the story. So, the MTV 20th Anniversary took place on August 2nd, 2001, celebrating 20 years of MTV history. Now, Fat Lip was our first big hit on MTV, and it had been blowing up all that summer, so they invited us to open the show as an emerging artist. And this is probably the first show like that we ever did. We knew no one's gonna give a shit about a band that's been around for 2 minutes. They were there to celebrate bands that have been around for 20 years. So, this is another example of Sum 41 just thinking slightly outside of the box, and we knew going into it we'd be the underdogs, and we were like, what's something fun we could do? Because like, if we're gonna do it, let's have fun. Secondly, what's something that could set us apart, that get us noticed a bit? So we thought, why don't we do a medley of some of our favorite songs that had been big on MTV over the last 20 years? So then we thought, why don't we check and see if anybody wants to collaborate with us and do a cameo? By the way, if you ever wanted a cameo from Stevo 32, I do cameos. I said I do cameos. So I'll leave a link to that in the description. So we thought we would get some cameos, and so we made a list of people we'd want to collaborate with, and we gave it to the label for them to reach out to. I think we reached out to the Beastie Boys, and they said no. We also reached out to Slash from Guns N' Roses, who also said no, even though he was gonna be there. We'd always been huge Motley Crue fans, so we reached out to Tommy Lee, and he said yes. When I say huge Motley Crue fans, that's true, but we were also huge Tommy Lee fans. I mean, he'd been places we'd all only dreamt of going. We needed one more thing, and we thought, okay, in Fat Lip, the lyrics are heavy metal and mullets is how we were raised. Maiden and Priest were the gods that we praised. And so we thought, why don't we reach out to Rob Halford? And amazingly, he agreed to do it. And we're like, this is awesome. There were 2 days of rehearsal scheduled and then the actual show. So the first day, it's just us, Sum 41, in the rehearsal space, and we're just like working out different things, like what could we do? Come up with a rough idea of how it's gonna go, and then we get a call like, Tommy's here, he's gonna come to the studio. And so like there's a knock on the door opens, and Tommy Lee walks in. Like they say you never want to meet your heroes. It's like, yes you do, because sometimes it's awesome and they deliver, and Tommy just delivered because he is that guy all the time. He's like giving us all hugs right away. He's like, yeah dudes, let's totally do this. We're doing shots with him. He was teaching me stick tricks. Like, it was great. There's 2 drum kits set up, and we kind of give him some rough ideas of what we're gonna do. He contributes his ideas. Basically, we come up with, it's gonna go like this. We're gonna open with Fat Lip. Then we're gonna go into No Sleep Till Brooklyn by the Beastie Boys. I'm gonna come around front, start rapping in the mic as they wheel Tommy Lee out on the drum riser. When we're done that, I'm gonna run back onto my kit. We're gonna go and shout at the devil. Motley Crue, shout at the devil. And then when that stops, Dave's gonna start with the riff to You Got Another Thing Coming, and then we go on to Judas Priest. Rob Halford, he wasn't there that day. Halford was coming the following day, so we needed somebody to sing the part. At the time, we had our tour manager, this guy Tim Blunt. He looked like a 90s dad. Golf shirt, cargo shorts, socks pulled up to his knees. Like, he just looked like a dad. But in the 80s, he'd been the lead singer of a heavy metal band in Canada called Shock. Before he cut all his hair off, he had long hair and he looked more like a metal guy. Didn't look like that anymore, but he could sing, and he sounded like Halford when he did it. So we went through the medley a few times with Tim Blunt singing the Rob Halford parts. Like, I knew right then it was going to be amazing. So the next day, the second day of rehearsals, Halford's going to show up. So we get there early, we run through everything a couple times, and then we're just hanging out with Tommy. We're all old friends now. We get a call that Rob has arrived. There's a knock on the door, and Rob comes in. And it's just such a different vibe from Tommy. Like, he's much more quiet and reserved. He's also coming in after we'd all spent an entire day hanging out, drinking together. He's like the last one to the party, so he sort of walks in very apprehensive. He's trying to read the room. He's very nice, very polite. We introduce ourselves to him. He obviously knows Tommy. Hey Rob, what's up? And he's he told me how you go. And we're like, okay, cool. So we tell him how it's gonna go. Sum 41, Beastie Boys, shout at the devil. You got another thing coming. Do you want to sing? And he's like, no. I won't sing. I'll just watch. I'm sure he walked in and he was like, what the hell have I gotten myself into? If this sucks, there's still time for me to run out the door. So he just sits down and we run through the whole thing in front of him. And we get Tim Blunt again, the dad. By the time we get to You Got Another Thing Coming, I think Tim Blunt's like, this is my one and only chance to sing Rob Halford in front of Rob Halford. He gets right up in front of him and just absolutely smashes it. Like, it sounds exactly like Halford, and he just smokes it. And I remember like watching Halford's expression change to be like, fuck, that's actually pretty good. And I think after that, we were like, okay, we're going to run it again. Do you still want to sit there? He's like, no, I'll sing. And I think a couple things. One, I think he saw that it was actually going to be pretty good and that we knew how to actually play. And second, he didn't want to get upstaged by Tim Blunt. So we do another full pass, this time with Halford, and I'm watching it. I'm looking around. It's fucking Tommy Lee there. It's Rob Halford there. I'm like, this is going to be awesome. So we didn't have to practice it that many times. I think we ran through it like 4 times tops, and then that was it. Like, okay, cool. Nice to meet you. We will see you tomorrow. And we're on first. We're opening the show. So let's watch the show together right now. I have not watched this since 2001. And then I'll talk about it a little bit, and then that'll do it for today's episode. So let's check it out.
Sum 41, ladies and gentlemen. Kicking off our party.
Now people are excited.
Foot on the pedal, never ever touch metal. Engine running hotter than a boiling kettle. My job ain't a job, it's a damn good time. City through city, I'll be running my rhyme. I'm on kitchen, tour around the nation. Sum 41's always on vacation. Engine with the finger, run a stable turntable. I do what I do best cause I'm internet able. Why ain't fake? Your money I'm taking. Going coast to coast, watching all the girls shake. So working your job, working 9 to 5. 41's ever gonna go kicking it live.
Yeah.
No sleep till. No sleep till Brooklyn. No
That's great.
sleep till Brooklyn.
Yes. Yes.
Shout, 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 shout at the devil. Shout, 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 shout at the devil. Shout, shout at the devil.
Yeah, dude.
Shout at the devil. Shout at the devil.
Fuck yeah. Oh, he's doing the stick twirls. Fuck yeah.
All night, I'm gonna live it up. I'm sick of flying, I said I'll never get it up.
Look at that.
Steam foul, I'm a younger kind of proud. I'm on the top as long as the music's loud. If you can sit around, that's the
dude. Oh, dude, that's great. Oh, great, yeah.
New York, give it up for Sum 41, Tommy Lee, Rob Halford, Judas Priest.
That was so awesome, Bob. I totally got goosebumps watching that. Like, that's great. So, one thing about performing a show like this, you can't really see the audience from behind the drum kit. You can see the front row. And I remember front row center, there's this one guy, when they started the show and they said, first up, a new band, Sum 41. I looked right at this guy and like his eyeballs scratched the ceiling when he rolled, like looking at his watch, like how much of this shit band do I have to sit through before we get to the real legend? I remember thinking, like, I'm gonna watch this guy and see what his reaction is. So we start playing Fat Lip. I look at the guy and he's bored out of his mind. And then when Fat Lip ends and we go into No Sleep Till Brooklyn, he sort of perks up a bit. And then when he sees Tommy Lee roll out, sits up, he starts getting really excited. I'm like, okay, yeah, like we're going to Shout at the Devil. You can't believe it. And then when we stop and we start the riff from You Got Anything Coming and Halford walks out, I look right at that guy and I swear to God, the back of his head exploded. Like to watch the conversion from the most disinterested audience member to the most excited audience member in the span of 2 minutes was amazing to watch. So I know we at least entertained that guy. Anyway, that is one of my all-time favorite collaborations we ever got to do. I want to thank Tommy Lee. I want to thank Rob Halford. You guys absolutely crushed that one. Thank you for joining us on stage. We were a brand new band. You guys didn't have to do that, but you did because you're absolute fucking legends. All right, that's going to do it for today's video. I want to thank everyone for watching. Let me know in the comments the kind of videos you'd like to see in the future. My name is Stevo32. Ikaha, folks. I'm out. Oh, fuck. Yeah.